I have some good news. I'm going to give both of you permission to buy boxed cake mix, as long as it's chocolate. You do not ever, ever, ever have permission to buy frosting. You guys can dig in. You've got 4 of the 8 samples that we did, and some of them are good, some of them less so. When we put homemade frosting on a boxed mix and then compared it to our favorite recipe, homemade cake, we really couldn't tell the difference because the frosting really does a lot of work here. So what's the intensity of the chocolate flavor? Some of them I would say are in the, is this chocolate? And if you didn't see it, you might not get there. And some of them have a lot of chocolate. And that's going to be, does it have Dutch cocoa? It has more oomph than the brands with natural. Black cocoa, which is basically extra Dutch, where they reduce the acidity and that basically pumps up the chocolate flavor, is even better. Little teeny chocolate chips, which would give you a wisp of chocolate. Not a bad idea. Some of our favorite brands have that in them. In terms of how you make these, they all call for eggs. Some brands call for milk and butter, others water and oil. Now, besides the fact that water and oil is going to be much more convenient than milk and butter, it actually tastes better. The dairy blocks the chocolate flavor. And so besides being fussier, having to get out the butter, make sure you have milk, it gives you an inferior boxed chocolate cake mix. Julia, why don't you tell me what you're thinking?
I like this end of the table, the CD end. You mentioned dark cocoa and black cocoa. You can see the difference, so that's no surprise there. They have more flavor. These two, less flavor. And you said early on, if you closed your eyes, could you tell if it was chocolate? On this one, I'm not sure that I could. I mean, I think I'd get there eventually. Almost more caramel than chocolate. B, styrofoam, kind of just spongy, not great texture. But when you get down here, the texture is lovely.
Okay, all right. I think Julia has some opinions. Are we in agreement or disagreement?
I'd say mostly agreement. I'm going towards this area. I mean, you know, the eye sees what the eye sees. These are lovely and dark. This one is a bit cakier, and this one, D, is a bit fudgier, I would say. I think I have a slight preference for D. They both have really nice chocolate flavor. Really surprising, actually. Now, when it comes to A and B, a lot less of that deep, rich chocolate flavor. This one, I absolutely detest the texture. It's like if somebody added sandpaper to the eggs and oil or whatever else is in there, but it has almost an abrasive texture to it. And then this one tastes like childhood. That tastes like school cafeteria cake, and there's a place for that. I'm not totally hating it, but it's not my favorite. Not so great on the chocolate flavors, but this one is industrial cake. This one would be my favorite, D.
All right, you like D. Now, I don't know, did you C or D? Do you have a favorite here?
I like them both. D, I like the slight denser, you called it fudgy. I think that's a great descriptor here. With frosting, I actually might like C a little better because the denseness of the frosting might contrast a bit more with the cakier texture. So on its own, D, but with frosting, I'm not sure I'd agree.
D is King Arthur. This is our favorite of the mail order brands. This is the one that has 2 kinds of cocoa. It has the Dutch cocoa, which we know makes delicious cakes, and then the black cocoa, which is basically extra Dutch, extra flavorful, and gives you that incredibly dark color and big flavor. It's just a lovely, intense chocolate cake. C is Ghirardelli. This was our favorite of the supermarket brands. So these two basically C and D tied in the results. This has the little wisp of chocolate in addition to the Dutch cocoa. They're both lovely options and make amazing cake. B, the one that you really liked, was actually the least favorite of the tasters. This is the European Gourmet, and it's the only one made with natural cocoa. And it just doesn't have that much chocolate flavor.
It's sawdusty.
Yeah, the texture is not good.
But I don't feel strongly about it.
Not at all. And then finally, A, which I think you said was industrial.
Yeah, it tastes like school cupcakes.
Actually, the Betty Crocker was in 3rd place. It's not a bad choice. There's a nostalgia factor to this, but it really, on the chocolate scale, can't compete with our 2 favorites.
Right. So if you had chocolate frosting and that, sure, why not?
Sure, why not? It would be even better with C or D.
Yeah, agree.
Jack, this was fascinating. Thank you.
You're welcome, Julia.
Thanks for the sawdust.
You're welcome, Bridget.
For full episodes of your favorite cooking shows, head over to ATK's Full Episodes channel on YouTube. You can stream complete seasons of America's Test Kitchen, Cook's Country, and more. See you there.